If you clicked on this, chances are you've been doing that thing where you tell yourself you're resting, but the truth is you're not really resting at all. You're scrolling endlessly through your feed, watching one video after another, or just opening tabs without a real plan. You call it a break, but your brain doesn't buy it. In the back of your mind, there's that little voice whispering, or maybe shouting, I should be doing something more important right now. And instead of feeling relaxed or recharged, you end up feeling this mix of frustration and guilt. It's this strange, uncomfortable middle ground where you're not productive, but you're also not enjoying your downtime. This video isn't about shaming you or telling you that you need to do more. It's about understanding why this cycle keeps happening, why your brain refuses to let you rest, and how you can finally step out of that weird in-between state where neither your productivity nor your peace of mind exist. Let's start by unpacking the guilt itself. Why do we feel bad for something as simple as scrolling on our phone or watching a video? Most of the time, it's not because we're lazy, it's because we're unclear. Our brains crave structure. When you haven't decided what truly needs to get done, what can wait, and when it's okay to rest, your mind is left running in overdrive. Imagine sitting down to relax, but instead of feeling calm, your brain is running in mental checklists, emails to send, assignments to start, tasks you keep postponing. Nothing is clearly defined, so everything feels urgent, even the small things. You can spend an hour scrolling thinking it's just downtime, but afterward you feel exhausted, like you've wasted both your time and energy. That's because without clarity, your brain doesn't know when you're allowed to truly stop. Here's the hard truth most of us don't admit to ourselves. Most of the time, we're not actually wasting time, we're avoiding discomfort. Think about it. How often do we pick the easy, mindless option simply to dodge something that feels challenging or unpleasant? Discomfort comes in many forms. It might be starting an assignment that feels intimidating, it could be sending that email you've been putting off for days, or maybe it's opening your planner and confronting the reality of your schedule. Anything that requires effort without instant gratification can feel uncomfortable. And when we avoid those things, we reach for something easier, a video, a scroll, a quick break that stretches longer than intended. The guilt isn't because you rested, it's because you didn't choose rest intentionally. You didn't earn it, you didn't give your brain permission to let go. There's a huge difference between purposeful rest and passive distraction. One nourishes you, the other leaves you drained and anxious. Rest itself isn't the problem. Unintentional rest is. When you relax without a plan, your brain interprets it as a mistake, a detour from what you're supposed to be doing. And guilt creeps in, even if the activity is harmless or enjoyable. But when you consciously decide, I'm going to work for the next 45 minutes and then I'm allowed to rest, something shifts. Your brain recognizes that the break is earned. You stop glancing at the clock every 5 minutes. You stop feeling like you're behind on life. You start to actually enjoy your downtime instead of resenting it. Intentional rest feels different. It doesn't come with anxiety. It doesn't carry that nagging feeling that you should be doing more. The key is planning, naming it, and giving yourself permission to step away without guilt. So what's the alternative? Here's a practical shift you can try immediately, and it's surprisingly simple. Before you touch your phone or open another tab, pause and ask yourself, what's the one thing I've been avoiding today? Not 5 things, not a list of your life's priorities, just one single task that has been lingering in the back of your mind. Once you pick that one thing, set a small, non-intimidating window to work on it. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, tell yourself, I don't need to finish it, I just need to start. Most of the time, the act of starting alone is enough to shift your mindset. The guilt that's been hanging over you evaporates the moment you take action, even if it's not perfect. You'll find that once you begin, your brain relaxes, your focus sharpens, and suddenly your time doesn't feel wasted anymore. Here's the truth. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a new planner or a fancy productivity app. You don't need to create a perfect routine that makes your life look like a highlight reel. What you need is clarity and honesty and nothing else. Be honest with yourself about what actually matters today, what can wait, and when you're choosing to rest intentionally. Stop overcomplicating things. Stop beating yourself up over things that aren't urgent. Once you do that, guilt fades. Productivity improves and rest becomes something you look forward to rather than something that makes you feel lazy. If you're in a season where you feel behind, overwhelmed, or stuck, it's okay. Be gentle with yourself, but don't disappear from your own life. Start small, start imperfect, but start intentionally. Remember, you're not alone in feeling this way. You're not failing. You're simply learning how to manage your time in a way that supports your mind, your goals, and your peace of mind. With clarity and conscious choice, guilt will stop becoming a constant shadow, and rest will finally feel like what it's supposed to feel like: recovery, refreshment, and freedom.